Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, RollCaseTV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent and not a lot of season left. Working on the last upper left corner of the screen there, you see I'm on 8 out of 8 pre-qualifier events for the season, and then do the official qualifier. And we are going to jump right into this. Please tell me it's not raining. Overcast. Thank goodness. It's been raining like the entire last 2 episodes, the entire bit of this stream. This is part 3 of a 3-part stream. It's been raining the whole time, and the videos don't look as good when it's raining. It's because of the motion blur. I should have full tank of gas. I gotta lean back, otherwise you can hear the controller clicking. How many years have you been doing this again? 2.5 years? Alright, start event. Go to the track map, let everybody get a head start on me. Otherwise they will bump into me. Do 1 practice lap. And do a qualifier lap. And then that's it. Just 1 qualifier. I'm not going to sit here for an hour doing practice and then another hour. Well, that's interesting. My vehicle is pointing in a different direction than everybody else. See my arrow? My blue arrow is pointed down. Their arrows are all moving up. I'm not going to have to do this in a different... Now that's, I was talking about Americana last episode. It would be Americana to have a motorcycle race where you're playing chicken because you're going in a different direction than everyone else. That would be an interesting video game option, though. Challenge. I'm sure that's not gonna... If there's a bug, I'm sure it's just a graphic bug and not actually a... I'm not sure, but I'm assuming. Yes, I'm headed the right way. I wanted to double check. Ah. Oh yeah, pros don't fall off. I do, but pros don't fall off. As I learn the courses more, I'm hoping that I can I did actually do the full course without falling off. In 1 stream, I did 3 laps. I don't remember why. Just a custom race. I don't think it was the final race that I did a custom race, but I didn't fall off for like 2 whole laps. I didn't fall off on the full course. So for like 50 minutes or whatever it is. Amazingly enough. But man, even at the lowest AI difficulty, I cannot beat these guys. But I still love the game. My favorite motorcycle racing game. I mentioned earlier in the stream I have Ride 4. The only race, well, that's not completely true, but Ride 4 has less I don't know about Ride 5, but Ride 4 has less fewer courses than Ride 3, I think. I mean, some courses that were there they no longer have. I think that game may have been rewritten from scratch too. And there are courses that were not real courses, they were fantasy courses Maybe they just took out all the fantasy courses. I don't know. But they were fun cross-country like courses, not purpose-built circuits, and not cross-country road courses. So I play a lot of Nordschleife. That's not the only one. But Nürburgring North Course, Nordschleife. Nürburgring. Nürburgring. Which is a great course. This Isle of Man course is almost 3 times as long, though. Which is, you know, makes it the ultimate. This, I'm not doing the full circuit here. The official race, the official final race is 4 laps in this class, 4 laps around the full circuit. And so that's like, for a YouTube video, I think I broke it up last time into 2 episodes, because that's 50 minutes for 2 laps, thereabouts. Maybe like a 2-hour YouTube episode. I don't know if I want to do that. And I'm not going to do it. I will do them together on the stream, so I have to time it so that it's not the last hour of the stream. Or just do a 4-hour stream. I've done that before. Every quarter, every 3 months I do my mid-season marathon stream on Twitch. Where I stream for 12 hours. That's the longest marathon I can do. Well, I could do a little bit longer, like 16 hours or something, but I have, first of all, I'm an old man. Staying up for 24 hours is probably a bit much, but I used to stay up for 24 hours all the time, and I'm sure I could do a 24-hour stream if I didn't live in an apartment complex that would throw me out for breaking curfew if I'm blabbering here 24 hours. I mean, you know, when I stream, I don't talk at the lowest volume. I can't speak quiet. Oh, my roommate's staring at me. I can speak at a lower volume than I stream. Is the amazing thing. The thing that might be hard to believe is I do speak at a lower volume just around the house. Not much lower. My roommate is still staring at me. But yes, I'm my back is to my apartment neighbor. So I can't, on the weekends I can't stream past midnight. During the week I can't stream past 10 o'clock, and sometimes I push it. I've been here for many years, as well as my roommates, and we had a neighbor next door to us that was really sensitive about that sort of thing. She's not been here for a long time. We lived not too far from a campus, college campus, and we used to get a lot of, I don't know if it's so much anymore, but one of the apartment managers here used to target, I guess you'd say, people at the campus, people like graduate students that are going to live off campus. So we had a lot of people that would not be, not long timers. They'd only be here for a couple of years, maybe just a year. I don't know what the current census is like. But the neighbor that was very sensitive to the noise She was a long timer. She was here for years. I'm a little bit jealous. My roommate is making coffee, and sometimes she'll make coffee on the weekends when I'm starting my stream, and so I'll get to enjoy some coffee because she'll share it. But I've already had 3 caffeinated sodas now. I'm not going to be throwing down coffee along with it. My hands will start shaking. I won't be able to play video games. But she said, well, she was just making it for herself anyway. So. Gives her an opportunity to not share. I thought that was turning right instead of left, but I saved it. Yeah, I didn't actually drive off course. I was just setting my own racing line. You know, you want to cut down the angle, so you have to go wide and then come into the apex. That's all I was doing. That's why I was on the grass. I was just coming out wide, getting the apex at a shallower angle. No, like that. Oh no, really? Really? Oh yeah, baby. Oh no, wait, yes. Oh, I gotta lose it now on like a straightaway or something just to make up for that. Oh yeah, this is not gonna happen there. Oh, I drove right off. Out of bounds is better. You reset faster than flying through the air. You don't usually get to go out of bounds too much around here because they have fences and stuff around. I don't know how realistic they are, but in the actual course, but it's a way to keep you from just, it's not completely open world where you can drive around on the too far off the course. Unlike a game, say like Forza Horizon, where I used to love Forza Horizon. I talked a lot about it. I played it for hours and hours and hours. I tried to play it. I played it for years, like every day for years, from version 2 to version 5. Everything was available on the console. Or version 4. But then I just got really turned off with 4 came out and it was great, and then they started doing like stuff that you could only get certain content. It was locked behind a skill wall, and I was never good enough to get that content, and just frustrated me that they would do that because they never did that earlier with earlier versions. You know, even 1, which I didn't play, but 1 through 3. And I went back into Forza 4 to play a little bit on stream. I think there even is a playlist on my YouTube channel for Forza. I think the videos there are like an entire stream because they were pretty undirected. And yeah, just a friend of mine who I used to play Forza with a lot, and still I'm sure is really into it. I just so turned off that I just couldn't get into it. But I still have a nice thumbnail on me. My YouTube videos. My graphics file with all my thumbnails has all of my old games in there. And it takes a while for the thing to load now and to save. It doesn't take long to load, it takes a while to save. What I should do is all the backgrounds, they're saved as PNG files. PNG, not PGM, right? PNG. Yeah, portable network graphics. I get those confused as I play chess. Used to play a lot of chess, and PGN files or game notation files. But yes, I have them saved as that rather than JPEGs. If I exported the PNGs off into a separate directory, I could always load them back up and, you know, redo them, reframe them or something. Unlike a JPEG, you can reframe it, but then you lose some resolution because it's lossy. PNG is lossless. In case you don't know what I mean, lossy means it degrades. Every time you save it, it's going to degrade a little bit. Quality. But if I save them in the thumbnail file, well, every time you edit it degrades it. I think the program is smart enough, if you don't edit it, not to recompress it. But it is a compressed file, and so it would save me a lot of room if I save those things off and then in the thumbnails just use the JPEG, because I mean the thumbnails are very low resolution anyway. And I keep telling myself to do that, and I'm going to do that. I never do it. The audio has been very good. I'm very happy. Of course, I'm going to jinx it by saying that. I still have another hour or so of the stream to go. But in the 2 hours I've been streaming so far, I've not had audio issues. I was having audio issues last week. I streamed Civilization and having terrible audio issues. This game, I'll get clicking sometimes. Like the microphone, but only in this game, and it's really annoying. But I was getting last weekend, I was getting sound warbling, which used to be a problem. I'm sure still is a problem with the Twitch app, except somebody posted a workaround on Reddit, thankfully. But the workaround wasn't even working last weekend, and the stream crashed, and I think I just had to hard boot my Xbox. Once I hard booted the Xbox, everything seemed to work fine. This is my first lap, right? I haven't gone through here twice. Suddenly panicked that maybe I went through here twice. And I'm only going to do one practice lap and then one qualifier lap, and that's it. Because it's, what, 16 minutes? Which, if I could do these two in half an hour, then I'll probably have time to do that weekly event, which I would like to do, because it's going to go away. I didn't look. Maybe it won't go away in 7 days. I call them weekly events, but they're not all necessarily last for a week, but there's multiples, and like, you know, one new one will come up every week pretty much. They used to have 3 or 4. Okay, that's good enough. Go back to the pits. And skip the rest of the practice. Go into qualifying. And how'd I do? Not great. over a 3-minute gap when the person in front of me only had 20-second gap to the person in front. This is so ridiculous, the rubber banding. And my lack of skill is also ridiculous. But, you know, if I can finish 9th, I could. It's not much harder to finish 2nd because, you know, the rubber banding is so tight. Last version of this, I could finish consistently 4th or 5th. The lead pack would always be a challenge, but anyway. All right, let's continue. Like I said, I still love the game. This game is much better than Isle of Man 2, but also much harder. Should still have a full tank. Yeah, there you go. And start. And let them get a lead. Ah! My arrow's pointing the right way. That's good. Right? Air conditioning is kicked in. It gets really... it gets warm in here, even in the winter time, because we've got... I don't open the window until... No, I am pointing the wrong way. I'm going to open the window until we get a really hard frost, because the screen leaks. Out here in the living room, it's the patio door. And the screen leaks on that. And until there's a hard frost, we'll get moss and stuff in here, even in December. And in the summertime, we'll get a lot of hornets and stuff, so we really can't open the patio door. It's terrible. Even to crack it a little bit. I think, finally sealed around the air conditioner. We got a new air conditioner this summer before, because the old one blew up. And it wasn't sealed terribly well. The top of it is really hard. It's right up against the ceiling, and I think that's part of the reason why we end up having to get a replacement every few years. All right, let's go. Top floor, underneath the car roof. And get the heater going from everyone around us on the sides and all the apartments below us. And it can get quite warm in here in the wintertime from the heaters mostly. But we do get some sunshine in Minnesota in the wintertime, and when it's sunny out, it comes through the big patio windows. And we've got blinds, but you know, it heats up the air between the window and the blind, and when that radiates out. Whoa, yeah. And black tar roof that's sunny. Get quite warm. I've mentioned before about that the roof was leaking. This past winter, I think we had an ice bridge form. You live in Minnesota, you know what that is. I mean, it's pretty much a flat roof. Whoa, nice. Old block house, apartment buildings. And yeah, the roof started leaking into the ceiling, and it wasn't really bad. I don't think it even dripped. I think it got everything wet. It had a big water stain, and they did come in and paint it. I waited for them to paint it until I was sure it was actually fixed and not leaking. The apartment manager has assured me that it was fixed last winter, but I'll believe it when I see it. The city inspector came through and said, you gotta paint over that water spot. So they finally painted over the water spot. But then I went in the back room. We have some storage, and there was an even bigger leak there, apparently, because we had a much bigger water spot, and it looked like water was dripping down through the electrical outlet, which fortunately wasn't wet at the time I turned the light on, otherwise because I didn't notice. not the electrical outlet, the light fixture, because there was a little bit of water damage on a box. Like I said, storage, and a little water damage on a box that was below, right below there. Not so much that it was like moldy or smelly or anything, but it looked like there was a little bit of a water stain on the box. But the inspector didn't see those spots, and so I'm not gonna. I told the building management, so it is on their list of things to fix, but I asked, please don't fix this until I'm sure that it's not leaking. And since I noticed, we have not had a hard rain. I've got like paper towels in a bucket underneath it, so that if it leaks, I'll be able to see that it leaked. And it hasn't leaked, hasn't dripped down, but we haven't had a rain to really test it. And we've only had one little dusting of snow, not enough to gather. So we haven't had a good rain, we haven't had a good melt. And so you can't really test if they got all the leaks, because when the roofers come out and fix the roof, they don't like take a hose and and saturate the roof afterwards to make sure that they fix the leak. And I'm here like all day, every day, and I don't remember hearing them walking around on the roof, so except I knew they came out to inspect. I heard them walking around to inspect, but so I'm trusting the building manager. We switched building managers right in the middle of the whole thing, so there's some communication issues, and I'm trusting that that everything was written down properly, that they actually did come out and fix it and didn't just inspect it, because that could have been something that could have easily been miscommunicated. But if it was ice dam, you might not notice with even a hard rain. There'll have to be a big puddle of water on the roof to even notice. So I don't necessarily want to, well, I don't want to have to move all the boxes around in there to have them painted either. They could work around a little bit, but I was afraid of what I was going to have to do to let them paint the spot, because it's right over the couch. I don't want to have to like move the couch and it's by the Xbox and all that stuff. Like, oh no, are they going to come in here with big ladders and tarps and scaffolding and stuff, like they're going to paint the entire ceiling? But no, a guy just came in. He had an assistant with him. Guy came in with a spray can of paint. Just, he didn't even have a step ladder with him. I let him use by his step ladder. I said, do you want a step ladder? Got up on the first step of the step ladder and just sprayed over the stain, and it looks good now. There's a little shiny where in the very center where he laid it on a little thick. It might even do shine if it may not have even completely dried yet. A few days ago, a couple days ago. Exactly 2 days ago. No. Was it? I don't remember. Yeah, so it was Thursday. It's not Saturday. But yeah, it looks good. I mean, they weren't going to paint the whole ceiling. That's a bit ridiculous. And I've been in this apartment for like 16 years, 17 years, so the ceiling has from the air conditioner, it has dust blows through there, and so there's some discoloration for other reasons. Dead spiders. uh, not like a lot of those. But, you know, old and not pristine white anymore. So if I was wondering how are they going to be able to paint this without it looking terrible, but no, the guy blended it in nice. It looks good. Just a little spray paint. Only took him a few minutes. Also came in and changed all the smoke detectors out because they need carbon monoxide detectors, which one of them kept referring to them as CO2 detectors. No, that's not. If there was a detector for CO2, it would be going off continuously because, you know, we all breathe out CO2. No, it's carbon monoxide, not carbon dioxide. It's different. But that's the city code. So, but they're combination smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. So they just swapped the old ones out. They added one in the living room that wasn't there before. No, that's not gonna make it. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, whoa, no, really? Really? No. Ah. I gave up on it, and I might have made it if I hadn't given up on it. Glancing at the map, you can see a lot of curlicues coming up. I mentioned Ride 4 earlier in the stream. Ride 4's mini-map, it was a difficult turn. Ride 4's mini-map doesn't rotate. But, I mean, they are all closed circuits, so it's easier to memorize them, but it kind of drives me crazy. I don't remember what Ride 3 was like. Did that also have a non-rotating mini-map? So it just shows the entire map, and, I mean, the entire map, and so you can't really see. I mean, it shows you where you are, but it doesn't help you to know that there's a turn coming up, because by the time you figure out where that is in relationship to the next turn, you're off the bike. If you're looking at it long enough to pick yourself out and figure out where you are. So it's mostly useful just to see how far ahead or behind you are, not really where you are on the course, which I don't think they have, you know, a lot of racing games. They'll show you at each sector. I think this one does too. At each sector, they'll show you time ahead, time behind. I don't remember if Race 4 does that or not. They probably do. Give you split times and. Here, I think they give you split time, but just your time. It's not until you finish the lap that they give you the time ahead, time behind. I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's not going to show me now because it's a qualifier. And it might change depending on whether it's a mass start or a sequential start as well. I don't know. Oh, I looked down at the chat. saved it. Didn't save it. I'm not doing a second lap for qualifier. I would just finish last anyway. Maybe if I was lucky, I'd finish last by a little bit less. But you'll see, you saw from the practice lap how far behind I was. Really need to hydrate. Don't want to pause. Oh yeah! That you could not do with the realistic physics. In Ride 4 I do have some custom you can do, kind of like Forza Motorsports and Horizon had. You can do custom liveries and put them on the quote unquote market, and you get some credits if people use them. I've gotten a steady income of some way. I really only have one custom. Well, I have a custom sticker, and then all my custom liveries use that sticker, which is a shocked cat emoji. They have one of the components you can put together, the shocked face, that you can use in your own graphics, and but it's the shocked human face emoji. So I added it and added whiskers and ears and stuff. And looks like the shocked cat, because that's kind of my thing, the shocked cat. In case you haven't noticed, in the channel graphics. By the way, XGlam Art in Twitch chat. We need a link to the artist for my channel art, Vica Kukat, which is spelled just like it's pronounced if you're spelling it and pronouncing it in Hungarian. I used to have a scroller on the screen that showed like all of my XGlam art, XGlam music, XGlam a bunch of other things, but I don't anymore because it just took up screen space, and it's too much stuff scrolling on YouTube is a bit much, a bit distracting. Almost there, almost there. What was my practice time? It's over 16 minutes, but not much over 16 minutes. No, I'm gonna be over 16 minutes here too. I don't know exactly what it was. The amount of times I've fallen off in this lap, I can't believe it would be better. But I'm sure I fell off in the practice lap too. I just don't remember. I put those kind of thoughts out of my head. I don't need the negative thoughts, negative waves. Which is a line from an old, it's an old Donald Sutherland line from a Clint Eastwood movie. War movie, World War II war movie, and I don't remember the name of it. Clint Eastwood starred in it. There was a cameo appearance by a cast of thousands. Carol O'Connor, well, not thousands, but a lot. Okay. That's it. That's my qualifier. And I should have time to do that. I will take the time to do that weekly event. Now, as I hydrate, yes, and I finished last. I got another penalty. What is the penalty for? A whole second. Did I jump the start? I ran off the course. Maybe that's what the penalty's for. Now I'm wondering. Corner cutting because you've run off the course. Well, again, 3.5 minutes between me and 9th place, and only 17 seconds between 9th place and 1st, which means I did terrible. But look at that. Ooh, almost level 75. And I get XP for doing these weekly events, so I should do it. I should get to level 75. Let me do this event. Which one was the one I didn't do? I think this is the one I didn't do. Yep. Can't scroll to me. Alright, hold to start. I hope it's not raining again. Only 3 days left, so I don't want to save it. I can't save it for next week. Next Saturday. Hopefully there'll be a couple more before next week. My audio's got a little weird there. Now it sounds okay, but let me reset my... The workaround is to have a party check going. Which is really strange. But I have it on invite only, so if you're on Xbox, don't try to join it. And you wouldn't hear it on stream anyway. I don't have it on stream. All right. Stick with a full tank because it's all right. Yeah. And how many laps were there? Only 1 lap. Why was I thinking it was more than 1 lap? I think it was 2 laps. I don't know. Mass start? Okay. Oh, mass start. Okay, I'm by myself anyway. I am a mass. I was on some medication a few years ago that really made my weight explode. Gave me uncontrollable cravings. So I was a mass then, but I've lost most of it now. Got off of that medication. I mean, I'm still a mass now, just much less than a mass, not a normal human mass. I think I'm slightly into on the BMI scale, into the overweight realm, which is actually good for my age. They'd like you to be a little bit overweight rather than underweight as a senior, but not, you know, heart attack weight, which I was at. I support positive body imagery and, you know, not shaming people, but a lot of people can't help it. But it's not, you know, it isn't healthy. I don't want to say there's no disadvantage to be as heavy as you want to be, or maybe can't help but being, because there is a disadvantage. You know, there's a disadvantage to being wheelchair bound, for example, but it's not like you would want to, you know, jump off a cliff so that you can be part of that community or anything. That's probably, you don't want to promote that. In America, I don't know how many people watching this are from the US. I think I get the majority of a lot of my racing videos that I get, according to my demographic, I get from Europe. But I think this game in particular, the Europe thing. Isle of Man. But yeah, the U.S. right now is famous for being overweight, and positive body imagery is a good thing, like I said, and models were ridiculously unhealthy, underweight. So the fact that they have models now that are more of a healthy weight is good. But it seems like you don't get models that are at a healthy weight. You get like 4 models on commercials that are super thin, and then you'll get one model, the token model that's very overweight, and it's neither one is a healthy body. So but like I said, it's not like people can help it. A lot of people can't help it. I mean, once you're at a weight like that, it's really hard. And if you got to that weight because of a metabolism issue, or like me, a medication issue or something like that, it's really difficult to get to a healthier weight. So accept yourself at the weight you're at, but don't necessarily. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to make it seem like it makes no difference in your health. Makes no difference, period, because it does make a difference in your health. I see Wigglies coming up on the map, and if I was good enough, they'd be really nice, smooth, fun S-turns. But I'm not good enough, so I'm very, very cautious when I see Wigglies on the map. Leaning smoothly, apex to apex. I've watched people play the game that can do that. I'm not one of them. Although you don't see a lot of people play on videos, you don't see a lot of people play in first person. I got into this earlier in the stream. But I don't play first person for the challenge. I play first person because chase cam view always disorients me. Believe me, I have enough of a challenge. I don't need any more. See, that wasn't a smooth turn. I didn't fall off, though. And I am, in case you're curious, I am driving an automatic with, you can see lower right, all the electronics are turned up, and also the beginner, the lowest AI or lowest physics model, and against the easiest AI, and that's still how I finished. So it's sad, but or as the kids say today, sag, but it is what it is. I have a positive skill image, and my health does not suffer because of it. I mean, some people, their mental health might suffer, but my mental health does not suffer from losing. Only sports-like thing I ever took, competitive game-like thing I ever took seriously was billiards, and I got decent, but eventually it did drive me crazy. Mental health suffered. decent as in I was on the top team in our league, and it's a very competitive league. We played on large, it was a serious league, played on the largest table, 9-foot full-size tables, same size tables that pros use. And we went to a few state tournaments, and always did terrible in state tournaments. The state tournaments are, they're open tournaments, we don't have to qualify for them. They're always on 7-foot bar box, what they're called, tables, but 8-ball tournaments. And I don't even know if they have state amateur 9-ball tournaments, at least back then. And it's a whole different game. We could not adjust. I mean, I don't think we went 2 and out. It's double elimination. I don't think we ever went 2 and out, but I don't think we won maybe more than 1 match, or maybe 2 matches. As I got older and my eyesight got worse, and my my motor control, because you need fine motor control to play billiards, just like video games. Not reactive, but still. And my nerves couldn't handle it, so I played worse and worse and worse and worse. It's driving me crazy. Finally decided I don't need to be driven crazy. I can accept not being great, but the mental health is suffering. So instead I decided to be lousy at video games. Why the difference? I don't know. Well, you know, billiards it's competitive. It's not like you play. I mean, you can play against like a set target or whatever. You know, some people, they'll run balls, run racks, whatever, and you know, you can see how well you're doing. You can't really do that in 8-ball, but I guess you can track, you know, how many racks you run in 8-ball. Straight pool is the most conducive to seeing how you're doing. How many balls can you run in a row? That kind of thing. Snooker the same way, you know, what's your string or what's your highest score, how many balls can you run? Yeah, get back, thank you. Yes, baby! They didn't need all those. But yeah, playing in league, it's just, you know, you're not playing against any kind of fixed thing. You're playing against other players. And the league, I think, got more difficult as it was. And you get a handicap rating, so you can see as your handicap goes up and up that you're not doing as well. I do miss the game, though. I really loved playing it. For a while, I could not watch any videos. I still can't really watch any videos. I watch snooker and carom billiards, but I have a hard time watching U.S. pocket billiards videos. Now, I don't know. The pool hall I went to was like the largest pool hall in Minnesota. And I don't even know if they're still in business. Like the pandemic may have taken them out. I don't know. A lot of those kind of entertainment places, I talked about bowling alleys earlier, they did not survive the pandemic. Don't. If you're not used to motorcycle racing games, they are a lot more difficult than auto racing because you don't turn instantly. It's not like you turn the wheel and boom, the thing moves. You have to lean, and so the driver can only lean, or the rider can only lean so fast, and so you have to react earlier to things, and it's so much easier to over steer and stuff. This is a tough section on the full course. It's a tough section. It's right near the finish line too. Well, okay. I think I got it. I think I got it under control. And how'd I do? Really? Am I number one? Or no, that's just my score. Right? It's going to show the full leaderboard now. Yeah, may have been it. Oh, I didn't end at the same place I started. It wasn't that one. Or was it? Was it that one? Yes, it was that one. No. No. Not in first place anymore. In case you've got this on in the background, you're not watching it. Yeah, I thought I was in first place because I was the only one. I am disappointed. Against the field, I don't usually finish last against human players, but I did this time. And look at all these gray level 1, level 2 players that are ahead of me. How far up do I have to go to find someone at my level? Well, there's a 65. I'm a 74. I didn't get experience points for that. At least not enough to get me to... So there's a 90. 105. And 108 is the leader. So nobody's like... really... Oh, wait. Here's a 230. I didn't realize that was shiny. And this 230 got beat out by a level 11, so... Oh, well. Oh, wait. I'm not last. Ah, I'm not last. I can scroll down first. Also, if it's a really long list, you don't get to see... You only get to scroll down, like, to the page you're on, so there might be more people below me, but you don't get to see them. Which is why they do that, I don't know. But this, I think, since I'm not at the top of the page, I think there probably are no more than this. Anyway, we are at an hour. And an hour means I'm going to end the stream, end the video. We're just over 3 hours of streaming. Less time than that. Less time than that if you're just talking about total YouTube time, but 3 YouTube episodes of close to an hour. That's a good time. So yes, when I come back, next stream, next episode, we'll be doing this, the 8th. Did I check? I should check the info of It's just a section, so it'll be fast. And so I should be able to get this and the full course qualifier done in one hour. And then if I do that, I'll be able to do the full race in the second and third hour of my stream. So yeah, I'm hopeful. Oops, I bumped my cord. So yeah, next stream, you get to see the full race, end of the season, looks like, next stream. So yeah, I hope to see you there. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I am going to find someone to raid. If you are watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode will be dropping the next weekend after this at the same bat time, bat channel, bat station, baddie, Belfry. Anyway, so yep. Like I said, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, I hope you have a great afternoon, great evening, great morning, afternoon, evening, night, morning, great whenever until I see you again. And wherever you end up going on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. All right, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, bye-bye.